to help you guys understand the genetics of your dogs and to know what type of dog breed you have, first you need to understand that A, B, C, D is all part of the alphabet, even though it's different letters. Just like grass, you got different type of grass, you got different type of rocks, you got different types of whatever. That's everything throughout life. Just as your relatives. You got your own mom and dad, you might got your sisters and brothers, you got your niece, your nephew, your cousins, and so forth. Y'all genetics are different, although y'all are still related. Same for the dogs. People may have an American bully, but they can have different types of American bullies. It's what you was breeding for, the genetics, the background of the dog. A lot of people have lied, and some people do not have the understanding of what goes on with these dogs. For me, I try and help people understand, yes, it is a lot to break down, but once you have did the research and once you understand the history of dogs and how they started off as a wolf, every dog came from a wolf. It's hard for people to admit when they after your money that your dog is mixed breed. They don't want to give out the history of the dog, and some people don't really know themselves because they only go off the paperwork of what somebody presented them. That's why they say, no, my dog is a purebred, whatever they say it is, and present the paperwork to say, this the mama, this the daddy, this the granddaddy, this so forth and so forth. But someone could have lied and said this was the mom because it looked like the other puppies and said that mama, before you register your mom, let me say that this puppy came out for her too, because it looked like the other puppies. Or they could say, oh, your dog was 2 years old, my dog 2 years old too. I'ma just say this the same dog, and it might look the same. It might have a lip marking that look a little different, but people don't really catch on to it, you know. But these are the things that goes on. So for me to understand that 9 times out of 10, your paperwork is falsified some way or another. You probably never did it. You probably say that you not about none of that. Somebody along the way have did it. And for me to understand that and to give out the history of these dogs and be able to tell people, okay, this is the proper way of breeding. This is how you better your dog. Because I'm not attacking no one, but when people come at me and want to ask questions and want to just be so like I used to be, you know, man, I got purebred this, I got paperwork, whoop whoop, and you won't, you know, it's like they get so defensive when a person like myself is saying something rather than wanting to actually pay attention to what I'm saying. I'm not telling you nothing wrong. I'm just giving you the true history of your dog and understanding that it is different type of American bullies. There are different type of Rottweilers. There are different types of pit bulls. That's why they have a family of pit bulls, and they tell you about even though a lot of breeds don't keep up with the true history of their dogs, you know. But for one, the American Pit Bull Terrier keep up with the history of their dogs, and they got where you got this certain family of American Pit Bull Terriers. You got this family, you got that family, and they all pit bulls. You got these type of bulldogs, those type of bulldogs, but they all bulldogs. And it's like that for every dog breed, you know. Just like I said about the alphabets, Even though you got A, B, C, and D, they all alphabets. It's supposed to be like that with every dog breed. But people nowadays have gotten so out of hand and wanting to cover things up rather than being truthful about things, that now they only want to say, man, it's a pocket, man, it's exotic, this whatever, when it wasn't supposed to be there at first. But they ain't want to admit it because they was after the money. But now they have no choice but to try and find some way so it to fit in, that they got to come up with these and it's people still don't know the difference. All they know is, oh man, mine is a pocket, mine is standard, mine is XL, whatever. But they don't have no idea on how to actually breed these dogs, how to better the genetics of their dogs, what's inside the dog that made them, what was causing this problem. They have no real true background of where their dog came from. So I try and help them get as much as I can from what I know on how dogs are bred and what people may have done. Because a lot of people will breed the mama and son together and then take the kids, which ain't nothing wrong sometimes with doing that. But when you take that child and you take a daughter and you take the daughter and breed it back to their daddy, when you just bred her, this just came from you and this mama just made that boy, and you take that boy and breed it to the mama. Then you take the grandbaby and you breed it back to the granddaddy. Hey, what is you doing? It's gonna get bad. Of course, the brain of this dog, is gonna be dangerous. Why something gonna go haywire? However you doing it. But people do it that way. So me to understand that some people don't understand purebred talk, because that's the true way of keeping your dog a pure breed. When people don't understand that, and they just wanna, that's all they got to say, I don't have nothing to talk about, because the only other way you can do it is you have knowledge of where your dogs came from. Use one of the dogs that started your dog breed, without keep on breeding mama and daddy, sister and brother, whatever. Without having to keep on doing that. What dog started your dogs? So if it was a pit bull, go and take one of your puppies, breed it to a pit bull, and then take the puppies off of that, and then come back and breed it with your dogs. Because you're not breeding towards that pit bull. You just like the pit bull. You like everything about the pit bull. So you'll breed it one time, take them puppies, and breed it back with your dogs, however you choose to do it, whatever. But that's how you would keep your genes strong, where you could still, okay, I could breed you back with, I could breed this dog with another one of these dogs now, because it took away a lot of however you choose to do it. But that's the best way of doing it. Not keep on breeding family member. It get out of hand. And that's what people do without having knowledge of where their dogs come from. Or they just going and chasing other dogs that look good to them but don't know the background of where their dogs came from. Y'all dogs could have been related. It probably been offsprings, like, okay, this one, you probably got yours 2 years ago, but I got mine a year ago, or 3 years ago, however long ago, but they really related. And people don't be knowing, and they be thinking whatever they think without having the knowledge. So I try to give it to you. Don't get mad at the messenger. Just understand and come along and enjoy this dog talk with me, so you'll have a good understanding on how dog breed working and what not to do, like breeding two males together. Who does that? That was done so long ago, to find out not to do it?